Hey guys, Zach here. I know it's called football, joining you after the USA beat Panama 5-1 yesterday in Orlando. The goal from Panama coming really late in the game from a player who I think probably shouldn't have even been on the pitch. A two-time offender, giving away two penalties. The second one I could admit with no problem. It was pretty soft. But again, really the culprit the entire game. Godoy, the captain of Panama. The first one, I mean, it could have been for any number of things. There was a handball at the end, a throat grab, two slaps in the face. He wasn't even booked for it. The El Salvadorian referee, the El Salvadorian Mike Dean, as I've been calling him for the past 2 days, really did his best to take control of the game, dishing out some early yellow cards, most of which weren't yellow card offenses, in my opinion at least. I think overall he did pretty well to contain the game and to keep it moving for the most part. A couple of times he played some good advantages for both sides, which is obviously what you want to see when it comes to a free-flowing game, a World Cup qualifier. A lot was on the line. Obviously, Panama now out of the World Cup after losing to the U.S. last night. The U.S. obviously have not yet qualified. We play Costa Rica on Wednesday, and the only way, in fact, we can not get at least third place is if we lose by some obscene amount of goals against Costa Rica. I think it has to be 7. I think it has to be 6, actually. I'm not quite sure now with the Panama goal. I guess I could have looked that up, but forgive me, I didn't. And, I mean, all jokes aside, I mean, people talk about qualifying and the U.S. men's team last night pulling out a banner that said qualified, and I think from what I've read, it was a mistake. They didn't know that's what it said. They were trying to thank the fans and celebrate the win, so they quickly put that banner down once they saw what it was. In fact, and yeah, I mean, Costa Rica going away and playing there, it's not. I think the last win we had there was in 2014. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. I saw something about that, and I don't want to be taken. No one's watching this video anyway. But yeah, it's not a place that we go there and generally do well at. Now, are we going to concede 6 goals against Costa Rica? I mean, I would assume not. I think we could probably go there and get a result based on our form and how well we're doing. This is a Panama side who beat us the first time we played. Now we've put 5 past them. Obviously, our form now is great. A lot of these players coming together and really the finish line. I mean, it's right there, 99% of the way qualified for the World Cup in Qatar. So hopefully on Wednesday we get the job over the line and get our place in Qatar finalized. So lots of standout performances last night. Obviously, man of the match has to go to Christian Pulisic. The hat trick, scored the 2 penalties, really, really well taken, and the third goal was just class. Really nutmegged himself, and the nice little touch to nutmeg that defender and slot it in. A little worm celebration I've now seen as a promise he made to a young fan pre-game, and that was nice to see. Obviously, Pulisic really, really so well loved among all of these fans. Captain America, obviously, and he earned that name for a reason. It was a great game to watch. I mean, 4-0 going into halftime, and again, the last goal really, I mean, he shouldn't have been on the pitch, in my opinion. It wasn't just the 2 penalties he gave away. It was numerous fouls throughout. Panama, another really dirty showing. I do my best to hold back swearing and really being completely honest about how I feel about some of these teams in CONCACAF. Panama, Honduras, El Salvador specifically. Obviously Mexico there too, but Mexico clearly better sides than the previous mentioned ones. But lots of dirty plays and trickery, elbows, and just nonsense. Really anti-football when you think about it. And Panama are no different, and some of the worst defenders are on this Panama side. And look, there was plenty of it last night. Obviously, the bust up with Pulisic and the player on the sideline, whoever the hell it was who kicked the ball. Again, no yellows were shown during that the altercation, and the referee, again, Mike Dean, he just got a lot of things wrong. I mean, he did okay throughout the game. Obviously, as I said before, I had plenty of good things to say about him, but yeah, he couldn't quite control everything, and I suppose you can't. But surely, it should have been 5-0, if not more, depending on which challenge Godoy you could have given him a second yellow for. But that's beyond me. Look, Costa Rica, it's coming up on Wednesday night. It's really, really important the U.S. go there and get a win. I don't care how many goals we score, if it's 1-0, if it's 5-0, 6-0. We have to go there and perform. The world is going to be watching. It's not just playing Costa Rica, it's playing to get into the World Cup. That's what it means to these players. That's what it means to people like us, the fans who are watching from home, from the stadium, whoever is traveling there. The U.S. supporters are always so, so loud, and they're great. Some of the best fans in the world, if you ask me. You can just see the passion. Drums being played, the loud chants, the singing, the screaming, the celebrating. They're such brilliant fans. The U.S. The U.S. fans, the American Outlaws, wherever they go, wherever they travel, they made themselves known. Look, let's just close up by saying there was a lot of good performances last night. As I mentioned, Christian Pulisic had a really good game overall, not just the hat trick. Dangerous throughout the whole game. Gio Reyna, when he came on, I thought was brilliant as well. Really, really dangerous. Paul Arriola got a goal. I'm really happy to see him score. It was a brilliant header, actually. It was really, really well taken, that header in the first half. And great for him to score that goal. Obviously, a lot of pressure on him. People love to complain. I mean, I saw when the fixture was out, when the numbers were out, it was nothing to do with the lineup. It was, why does Paul Arriola have number 7 and Gio Reyna doesn't? And this is the level that people will go to complain. They want likes on Twitter. They want attention. They want their little thing. And it's just bickering, moaning. It's stupid. I don't want to waste energy on talking about fans like that. So I'll leave it there. I do want to say again, Luca de Torreira had a really good game the whole time he played, all 90 minutes. He was an absolute force there on that wing. He played right behind Christian Pulisic in that midfield alongside Tyler Adams and Musa, who again had a really good game. Tyler Adams, obviously, brilliant from him as well. At the back, Zimmerman and Miles Robinson, both really good showings from them. Shaq Moore filling in at that right back position, and of course Jedi Robinson, brilliant as always. Zach Stefan had a little bit of a shaky game, a couple mistakes, dropping the ball there in the second half, I think it was, but what a save it was to recover from that mistake. And maybe he picked up a little knock, I'm not quite sure. There was a moment in time where he was, looking a bit, he couldn't quite get up. He looked to be laboring a little bit, and so I'm not quite sure if there's anything serious in that from Zach Stefan. Hopefully not. We'll have to see. And Ferreira obviously scored again last night. Nice little tap in, but good for him. Good for the confidence going forward. And that's what we're going to need if we want to qualify on Wednesday night. And look, I'm not going to say anything for sure. Obviously, everyone knows me as super optimistic. It's not even really being optimistic at this point. I think you're just looking at what is statistically possible, and conceding 6 goals to Costa Rica. Again, you never know, but surely the U.S. have it wrapped up, and if all fails, we will finish no worse than 4th place and travel to Qatar and play. I'm not sure who it was, New Zealand or the Faroe Islands. I'm not entirely sure. I could have that wrong, but look, that's not important. Let's not think about a playoff position. Let's stay in 2nd place. Canada obviously already qualified. Let's finish 2nd in the group. Show the world what that we mean business, and head to the World Cup with our heads held high and full of confidence. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far, I do really appreciate it. Please let me know your thoughts on the game on Wednesday, your thoughts against Mexico, Panama. Let me know down below. You can always hit me up on Twitter there. It's in the description. I'm always tweeting during games. I'm making jokes. I love interacting with people on Twitter, so please let me know your thoughts there if you do have any. Guys, again, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you when I see you.